Enough, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you. You just spent some time shunting cars in the construction yard.
The construction yard? What do you mean, sir?
I'm sending you to work on the new branch line, Thomas. Maybe that'll help you think about being a little less cheeky. Honestly, Thomas, what's got into you?
It's not my fault, sir. Nobody warned me to look out for danger signs.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
But, sir, there's something else going down in the cabin.
Take it to the steamworks, please. No, Thomas, you can't. Percy is looking after your branch line, and you still have work to do here. You need to collect some more ballast for a start. Thomas, the tank engine! What are you playing at now? I thought you could learn to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I've quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Dear, the Fat Controller was not very happy when he discovered what Thomas had done.
But it's not my fault, sir.
Enough, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you. Perhaps you should spend some time shunting trucks in the construction yard.
The construction yard? What do you mean, sir?
I'm sending you to work on the new branch line, Thomas. Maybe that'll help you think about being a little...
But, sir, what about my branch line? Branch line? I think that's where I wanted to be working.
Ryan, my new tank engine. You're here. Come on, Ryan. Let's get started. Honestly, Thomas, what's got into you?
It's not my fault, sir. Nobody warned me to look out for danger signs.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
But, sir, there was something else down in the cabin.
Take it to the steamworks, Emily. Careful. We should take it down to Alderaan and put it on display. Well done, and keep up with the work.
Oh, no, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, if Ryan is here, can't I go back to my branch line again?
No, Thomas, you can't. Percy is looking after your branch line, and you still have work to do here. You need to collect some more ballast for a start. Thomas? What's the tank engine? What are you playing at now? I thought you could learn to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir...
I've quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Pirate treasure. This will make a splendid addition to the museum. Well done, Marion. Well done. You are a really useful steam shovel. That morning phone. Is that right? 16th century? How incredible. Oh, I see. Well, I can't keep it up in the safe here overnight. It should be safe.
I am so sorry, sir. It's all my fault. I know it is.
Thomas, there's nothing to be sorry about. I'm proud of you, and I know you did your best. Please don't worry about the treasure, Thomas. My engines are much more important to me than any treasure, and you, Thomas, are my number one. It extended the Fat Controller's railway from Alderaan to Hull. Ladies and gentlemen, engines and excavators, I am very proud to open this new branch line, taking my railway up to Harwick for the very first time. My new tank engine, Ryan, will take care of the good traffic, and I'll be calling on a very special friend to look after all the passengers.
But, sir, I already have a branch line.
Not you, Thomas. I was referring to Daisy, the diesel rail car.
Daisy?
So, without further ado, I declare this branch line open. Go, Thomas. You are full steam ahead. Enough, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you. You just spent some time shunting cars in the construction yard.
The construction yard? What do you mean, sir?
I'm sending you to work on the new branch line, Thomas. Maybe that'll help you think about being a little less cheeky. Honestly, Thomas, what's got into you?
It's not my fault, sir. Nobody warned me to look out for danger signs.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
But, sir, there's something else going down in the cabin.
Take it to the steamworks, Emily, please.
Sir, if Ryan is here, can't I go back to my branch line again?
No, Thomas, you can't. Percy is looking after your branch line, and you still have work to do here. You need to collect some more ballast for a start. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you could learn to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I've quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Oh, dear. The Fat Controller was not very happy when he discovered what Thomas had done.
But it's not my fault, sir. Gordon must have been on the wrong platform, sir, and Emily's coming in very fast.
Enough, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you. Perhaps you should spend some time shunting trucks in the construction yard.
The construction yard? What do you mean, sir?
I'm sending you to work on the new branch line, Thomas. Maybe that'll help you think about being a little less cheeky.
But, sir, what about my branch line? Branch line? I think that's where I wanted to be working.
Ryan, my new tank engine. You're here.
New tank engine? But...
Come on, Ryan. Let's get started. Honestly, Thomas, what's got into you?
It's not my fault, sir. Nobody warned me to look out for danger signs.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
But, sir, there's something else down in the cabin.
Take it to the steamworks, Emily, please. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you could learn to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I've quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Mr. Topham was not very happy when he discovered what Thomas had done.
But it's not my fault, sir. Gordon must have been on the wrong platform, sir, and Emily's coming in very fast.
Enough, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you. You just spent some time shunting cars in the construction yard.
The construction yard? What do you mean, sir?
I'm sending you to work on the new branch line, Thomas. Maybe that'll help you think about being a little less cheeky.
But, sir, what about my branch line? Branch line? I think that's where I wanted to be working.
Ryan, my new tank engine. You're here.
New tank engine? But...
Come on, Ryan. Let's get started. Thomas, I caused confusion and delay.
No, come on.
I don't understand. Didn't you see him smash Lady Cat?
You told me that?
No, but only this morning smash Lady Cat, and you all did. Thomas, you. Thomas, the tank engine.
What's something wrong in Lost Treasure? That is a question I'm going to try to answer. So when it comes to stories of Lost Treasure, there are usually two reactions that fans have to the movie. There's the first type of fan who loves everything about the movie, from its visuals to the music and the new and old returning characters and pretty much recognizes a fake film. But then you have the other type of fan who hates the movie, like they hate all the fan service and the references in the movie, but they especially hate the Fat Controller and think he was too unreasonable to Thomas. Now, me personally, I've always leaned towards being the first fan where I love the movie and everything about it, but I still find it interesting that some fans have that hatred reaction to the movie. And in recent years, fans have started to debate the Fat Controller's role in the movie, and start to question if Topham was wrong for the way he acted towards Thomas. This has been a very hotly debated part of Legend of Lost Treasure, especially in the fandom. I wouldn't be lying when I say that the fandom discourse around this movie has negatively impacted my enjoyment of the film. I'll be honest, when I first watched Legend of Lost Treasure, I didn't have an issue with the way Topham acted in the movie. Kind of similar to how I didn't have an issue with Narragate's Engines when I first watched My Mystery, but then the fandom discourse around that scene kind of ruined my experience with the film. And the same is kind of true for Lost Treasure. The discourse around the scene has honestly ruined my experience with those movies. And so today, we're going to be exploring why Topham in this movie gets under fans' skin so much, and maybe, just maybe, we all might have a little more peace on this matter. I'm going to be doing two case studies in this video for and against the Fat Controller, and like a courtroom drama, if you will. I have thought experiments where the first case will be against Topham, and the second case will be in favor of Topham. And after that, we'll try to come to some sort of conclusion, and you can all let me know your thoughts in the comments. And to make sure I'm not being totally biased in this video, for case 1, I got my friend, the German soldier, telling me around about Topham and why he was wrong in the movie. After case 2, I got my friend TT Guy, and Super Thomas Eli99 do the case study in favor of Topham. So, we're all out of the way, let's begin. Starting with case 1, the case against Topham. So, in order to judge Topham in Lost Treasure, I think we first have to go over how he acts throughout the movie. So, in Solar's end of Lost Treasure, Thomas goes to collect Gordon's social circuit, but while he does, Gordon starts to provoke Thomas by calling him silly.
Tender engines are too big for shunting. That's what silly little tank engines are for.
Then, in retaliation, Thomas shunts the express coaches away from Gordon too cheeky, but the joke goes too far and he causes an accident. But then, instead of Topham listening to what Thomas has to say, he just blatantly blames Thomas straight away, like he doesn't even consider what Thomas has to say to him.
But it's not my fault, sir.
Enough, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you.
Then he goes and punishes Thomas by sending him to the Howard branch line. Like, Topham, did you even hear the guy out for what I have to say?
I personally hate it when someone isn't allowed to say what they want and get cut off.
So then Thomas goes to the branch line and wants to make a good impression there. So he takes the rails, but oh no, he makes a mistake and causes the splice to fall down to a pit. Then when Thomas tries to explain this, he just gets cut off again by the controller.
Nobody warns you about the danger signs.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
Like, Topham, buddy, why'd you cut off Thomas when he was trying to explain himself to you?
When he tries to tell Topham about it, he doesn't listen to him because he's like, you messed up again, Thomas, you should have paid attention.
Eventually Thomas is repainted and goes back to work at the new branch line when he sees Ryan working there. So he asks Topham if he can now go after his branch line. But for some reason Topham just acts really snarky and rude to him just for asking the question.
Ryan is here. Can't I go back to my branch line again?
No, Thomas, you can't.
It's like, Topham, how was Thomas meant to know that information? Then we have later in the movie where the dynamite is going to blow everyone up and Thomas bravely shoves the dynamite away into the dish, saving our main characters and himself. And you think that Topham would be really proud of Thomas for saving everyone, but instead he just does this.
Thomas, the tank engine, what are you playing at now?
Why? Thomas saved the day, Topham, and then when Thomas tries to explain himself, Topham just cuts him off.
This time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I've quite enough of your excuses.
Like, why? Now after this scene, we get a few more scenes with the controller in the movie, but they aren't really relevant to Thomas and Topham's dynamic. It's not until the end of the movie where we finally get a resolution with the controller.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm proud of you.
Wait, what? Now you're proud of him? How have you suddenly had this character shift when there was no prior evidence at all of you caring for Thomas?
Ryan told me everything.
Oh, Ryan told you? Okay, I guess Ryan just told you off screen that Thomas is good now, and now you're suddenly having this massive character shift. Okay, I guess this whole character shift with the controller comes completely out of nowhere. One second he's yelling at Thomas, and the next minute he's praising him just because Ryan said so.
The main problem I have with Topham is just that he falls into a trope that I don't like. It just seems really unfair to me, but maybe that's just my preference in storytelling.
Topham's arc in this movie is just so clunky. When Thomas tries to tell him about the pirate ship, he just cuts him off. When Thomas saves the day by dumping dynamite in the cavern, Topham instead immediately jumps to conclusions, not even bothering to ask him what happened. But then he's magically okay at the end. So I totally get why many family members have an issue with Topham in this movie. He's just constantly on Thomas' case throughout the whole movie, and it's far more stern and cross than his usual CGI self. So I'm sure you're all thinking by now, goodness, Topham really dropped the ball on this one. But remember, this video is still a false experiment. So now we've gone over the case against Topham. Now let's do the case for Topham. This is case 2, the case for Topham. So again, we have the scene after with Thomas and the controller, where he blames Thomas for the accident. And you know what? I don't think Topham was wrong here. While Gordon did call Thomas to the tank engine, provoking Thomas, the reason he did that was because Thomas was already late with the express. In fact, the whole point of that morning scene is to show that Thomas is being lazy.
Let him wait.
Not only making Gordon late, but the moment he gets into the yard, he proceeds to call Gordon lazy himself.
I have to fetch lazy Gordon's coaches first.
Then Gordon tries to retaliate against Thomas. Thomas is the one who decides to be cheeky and go off with the express, only to cause a huge crash. So yeah, this whole crash was indeed narratively speaking Thomas' fault. But instead of Thomas admitting this and owning up to his mistake, he instead tries to blame Gordon, Emily, and Toby.
Gordon must have been on the wrong platform, sir. And Emily's timing very fast. And
Oh, it's not Thomas.
Like what, Thomas? Why? He basically blames everyone else but himself, and Topham quite rightly calls him out on this.
It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you.
Instead of owning up to his mistakes, he should blame on everyone else. I think Topham was completely justified in punching him for being cheeky. So Thomas is sent away to the branch line trying to be less cheeky, but then he fucks up again on the same day. Jesus, no wonder Topham wasn't happy with him. I also find this line interesting.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
You notice that Topham emphasizes Thomas making excuses, which again calls back to when he made excuses in the opening scene.
But it's not my fault, sir. Gordon must have been on the wrong platform, sir. And Emily's timing very fast.
All Topham wants from Thomas is for him to own up and admit when he's wrong, when Thomas knows he's made a mistake. But Thomas just can't seem to admit when he's wrong. And of course we have the famous scene that everyone talks about, where Topham gets the angriest he's ever been in the whole film. But to be fair, on Topham, this explosion was technically Thomas' fault, albeit unintentionally his fault. Remember, Thomas initially didn't tell Ryan about the bad coal. That makes the sparks come out of his funnel.
Ryan was taking the bad coal from the old copper, but Thomas didn't say anything to warn him.
And because Thomas decided not to tell Ryan about this, the sparks from Ryan's funnel end up igniting the trucks of dynamite. So while in universe Topham wouldn't have really known about that, it's more the narrative punching Thomas here rather than Topham himself. Even looking at it from Topham's perspective, it looks pretty bad. Like the shot makes it look like Thomas is trying to blow up Ryan, which is super funny. And considering Thomas didn't admit to his last few mistakes, only for him to again start making excuses, you can see why Topham would be angry.
But sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I've quite enough of your excuses.
It's clear Topham wants what's best for Thomas. Like when he mentioned about him being more responsible, I think his anger is very justifiable.
Flat control had every reason to be angry at Thomas. Thomas literally delayed multiple trains by blocking the line and damaged the express switches. And to top it all off, he tries to blame everyone else for his mistake. The second time he messed up was due to him being jealous. Again, this time he lost multiple building supplies and created a giant sinkhole. Of course, Topham was mad at him, and he didn't want to listen to what Thomas had to say because he tried shifting the blame onto others again. The third time it wasn't Thomas' fault, but Topham had seen Thomas mess up twice and blame others for his mistake. Now when Thomas starts saying again it isn't his fault, Topham doesn't believe him because he realizes, oh, this is a boy cry wolf situation where you lie the first 2 times, and the third time when it's true, no one believes you. Topham has every right to be pissed off at Thomas, especially since he was destroying and losing property, and he was delaying the work of others.
As I said, all Topham really wanted from Thomas was for him to own up to his mistakes when he was wrong, like enough for
It was you.
or when he fell into the cavern.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
Or when he blew up dynamite.
No, Thomas, I've quite enough of your excuses.
That's what makes this ending with Thomas and Topham so special, because you'll notice the first thing that Thomas does is apologize and finally admits that he is wrong.
I am so sorry, sir. It's all my fault. I know it is.
Thomas.
And it's only after Thomas admits his mistake that Topham finally forgives him.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm proud of you.
That's what makes this scene so powerful. The fact that Thomas is finally truly earned his number 1. Oh yeah, and also Ryan told everything, but whatever.
My name is Ryan.
Now I should also mention the series 19 episode Who's Jeffrey. This is something a lot of fans have pointed out, and it's the fact that the episode Who's Jeffrey may actually set up a little arc that Thomas and Topham have in Australia. In the episode, Thomas calls a crash at Random Docks and blames it on an imaginary engine called Jeffrey. The lie builds and builds until eventually Thomas finds out, and the fact controller specifically tells him this.
Now listen, we all have accidents. I admitted it, and you should have admitted it too. You caused a lot of chaos by making up that silly story about Jeffrey. I hope you can learn from your mistake this time.
While series 19 came after Lost Treasure in production, canonically in the timeline, series 19 actually comes before Lost Treasure. So while I'm not sure if this was intentional by the writer or not, this was an era of very strong continuity, and this was the first episode of series 19 after Lost Treasure. So perhaps this arc was intentional, and it does definitely make the scene in Lost Treasure make a lot of sense. So now we've gone over the case for Topham and against Topham. Let's see what we can conclude on. So we've seen both sides of the argument, and we've recontextualized these scenes. So the question is, was Topham right or wrong in Lost Treasure? Well, it's complicated. While I do think Topham was right to punish Thomas in the film, as he did do a lot of bad things, some of the things that happened to him during the film do feel a little contrived, and there are points in the movie where I feel like he's less like a character and more like a narrative tool. But that being said, I don't think I hate Topham in this movie at all. And if you want to look for the good aspects of his character in the film, you can definitely find them. I think ultimately the reason a lot of fans hate Topham in this movie is because we sympathize with Thomas so much, and because he's the main character and we're following the story. When Thomas gets belittled by Topham, you can see why a lot of the audience would hate Topham as well. But if I had to pick whether Topham was right or whether Topham was wrong in Lost Treasure, I would probably have to go with him being right. I know, shocking, right? Now the fact controller profile picture is sympathetic towards the fact controller. Who guessed this? Now, but in all seriousness, if you actually sit down and watch all Topham scenes in order, there is sort of a logical consistency with him throughout the movie. So let me know your thoughts on Topham down below, and let me know if you think he was right or wrong, or if I missed anything in the movie. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video on Topham in Lost Treasure. But now I want to talk about something a little more serious, and it has to do with my personal life. So as you may or may not know, I was training to be a carpenter. However, on Friday of last week, I got fired from my job. It was very shocking to me since I worked there for over 3 years. Now, I don't want to get into specific details about it, but all I will say is that I was given my first ever written warning on Monday of that week, and for the rest of the week, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I listened to the written warning, I came in on time every day, and I even did overtime, and I didn't contact any members of staff who I shouldn't contact. But for some reason, I still got fired on the Friday for quote further breaches, even though I hadn't done anything wrong after my first written warning on Monday. Now, I thought the whole point of the written warning was to give lads a chance to improve upon their manner, which is what I did. But I guess that company clearly didn't seem to care, since the examples the company gave for further breaches were examples from ages ago and predated the written warning, which is completely illegal. Now, I could very easily speak to a solicitor for unfair dismissal and coercion, and perhaps I will. But the reason I bring this up is because it leads me to my next point, and as I'm setting up a Patreon. You've all heard of Patreon by now. It's a great tool to help creators stay financially viable while making their content. I wasn't planning on making a Patreon, but in light of recent events, I don't think I have a choice. Now, there are 3 tiers to choose from on my Patreon page. The first is the Shutter tier, where you get exclusive updates on the channel, and your name at the end of Thomas' videos as a producer credit. The second tier is Branch Line Engine, where the same perks applies for, where you get to see some extra screenshots on videos I'm working on, some exclusive behind the scenes content, and even some sneak peek clips from my upcoming videos. And then there's my third tier, which has all of the aforementioned things for, but I also have early access to new videos when they're finished, and exclusive comments track for all my videos when they're finished, and like comments track for Starlow Family videos. So if you'd like to become a Patreon and gain access to these things as this tier, check out the link in the description down below. I sincerely hope you all enjoy my Patreon, and feel free to make suggestions for me on how I can improve it and what you all think. Any and all contributions during this time in my life would be greatly appreciated. So I hope you all enjoyed this video about the controller. It was very cathartic for each other in this video around the same time I was fired, because a lot of things that happened between Topham and Thomas were very similar to my situation. So it was nice to vent out some of my frustration in the video. Making this video really helped with my personal emotional state. In fact, I think I have a genuine appreciation for Lost Treasure after making this video. So that's all I have to say today. Please check out and support my Patreon page if you can, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.
Star Wars Legend of the Lost Treasure is one of the comic movies that's said to be the best by most fans, while some dislike it, having their perceptions of the film regarding the scenes and did no exception to how they perceive 3 characters: Thomas, Gordon, and Topham. When the movie came out, of course, there was also critics that praised it and criticized it. However, one faction who calls way to defend Thomas and stand up both Gordon and the fact controller, saying that the punishment Thomas got in the movie should have gone to Gordon, while the branch line, and Topham had this thing way to cruel Thomas. So today, I want to break this down into 3 sections, plus my thoughts on the movie. So let's start off with Gordon. So Gordon, Ben pinned the blame on Gordon for getting Thomas in trouble after he decided to put the coaches onto the main line, nearly delaying Emily, but also any other coaches, not only damaging them as they were property, also could result in injury and death. But don't worry, I'll get that with Thomas soon. When Thomas was sent to the instruction, people blame Gordon for the punishment being sent there. All because he called him a silly little tank, like what, seriously?
You know full well that tender engines are too big for shunting. That's what silly little tank engines are for.
He can be punished for barking out biting. What kind of luck is that from defenders? Like seriously? Damage probably nearly people, that's fine. Insult Thomas. Punch. Like what? To be clear, Gordon shall be punished for being a jerk verbally. Like yeah, a certain Tom will suffice about respect towards others. But having Gordon publicly side on the branch line and the punishment of Thomas as silly little tangent when he really other coaches, like what? That's not right. And the only way I can see that happening is after the other coaches, Gordon buffs up Thomas, grabs him, and shoves him into motion. But that never happens. So Gordon tried to punish for verbally being rude to Thomas, which is the only way I can see Gordon being punished in the defense that his fans made. But still he didn't attack Thomas physically after the other coaches. He can't be punished for smack talk. My overall point is that punishing Gordon severely just for a few words is just illogical and doesn't make sense. It's better he has started talking to, and that's it. Unless he physically hurt Thomas, like W motion, which he never did, he can't be punished because all he did was bark and not bite. Compared to a character, fans like defend, despite the fact he could cause serious injury and death. And now we are on to the next point of everyone's favorite blue tank engine. This section here is where I'll start more harshly, if not beyond that. I've seen videos and comment sections that defend Thomas when he yelled at these coaches that could cause injury or death.
You'll have to catch me first!
As they were signed, when he was shunting the flatbeds materials and the ground collapsed beneath his flatbeds, taking him down with it, which could have left lost materials that could complicate things.
Thomas didn't realize that the men were trying to flag him down.
Let Ryan take bad coal, not involved in a warning about it.
Thomas filled up with coal.
You don't sound right. I think you've had some back coal. Oh, okay.
Ryan was taking the bad coal from the old hopper.
Especially when Ryan was shunting a train of trucks full of dynamite, resulting in them being lit up, and Thomas having to get rid of that train because of his choice of letting Ryan take bad coal. Everything I mentioned that Thomas did, compared to what Gordon has said, is a lot worse. When you compare both of them, joining Thomas was actually a lot worse than Gordon before he started redemption. Now sure, he got rid of dynamite, yes, but this and everything prior to his actions showcases negligence, carelessness, jealousy, and recklessness. And I'm probably thinking, I'm just saying this, but I'm wondering if redemption in my eyes is worthless. No. Maybe redemption is actually quite good, because it shows that at the time where Thomas stealing the treasure from the Tom Hat's safe, it shows how much Thomas went to precise cheekiness to stop a criminal from escaping with property, and the chase and his attempts to stop the dog being away really redeemed him, and even helped him get back into good graces with Tom Hat. Now, people say that Thomas should have shouted back at Tom Hat because he was scolding him after he got rid of the dynamite. I'm sorry, but that resulted in Tom having to shut Thomas off due to that cooperation by putting him in a shed for like a very, very long time, or demoting him into withdrawal to prevent him from others from his perspective. But I'll get that later on. So Thomas fighting back won't be douche in this scene, especially when Thomas saw him shunting dynamite into Ryan from his perspective, made him think that Thomas is severe endangerment to anyone and is irresponsible. But let me say this though, Ryan Thomas defends Thomas when he critical injuries, death, and damage, yet continues to stand the door and always hurry on Thomas and calling engine. Like, them even making these videos and scenarios, even slamming Gordon more and more, Thomas it's not even an opinion anymore, it's just downright hatred, which their hatred reminds me of one last hatred for something. I'll get back to that point of the video. But overall, the continuous line towards Gordon, when Thomas done way worse, it's just not tolerable anymore. It's annoying, bland, and it's just intolerable in general. And it outrages me when they think that Tom Hatch apologized for holding Thomas accountable for his actions in regards to recklessness and negligence. I also think that pictures where fans have Emily or Toby stand up for Thomas, even though Thomas didn't put the blame on both of them as well.
And Emily was coming very fast.
Oh, not Thomas.
Which only applaud them, but also makes sense that they would not stand up Thomas because Thomas tried to put the blame on them as well, trying to avoid accountability. So really, I don't know what you think they're smoking about. Just like I said, Gordon turns the little tangent as a justification, which made the punishment even more deserving. Because at the end of the day, no matter what one person says, you're responsible for your actions. That is it. Now, Thomas, let's get on to Tom Hatch. Now, I might get backlash for saying this, but here goes. Tom has every right to be so angry, harsh, and furious with Thomas. Because every Thomas did force redemption, and he even had the right to anger Thomas when he only saw him chucking trucks of dynamite into Ryan, which can blow up at any moment. Let's first look at his perception. He only saw Thomas chucking the truck of dynamite into Ryan. Imagine what he's feeling when he's seeing that. Seeing one of his own engines trying to murder another engine with explosives from his perspective. It would make sense that he would absolutely lose it, because he could never imagine that one of his own engines would kill another one, let alone Thomas being the one that's trying to murder Ryan, as that's what he thought he saw. One thing to note is that Tom didn't fully see what fully went down, and when he only saw Thomas pushing dynamite to Ryan, it was at that moment he didn't want to hear any more of Thomas, to the point where he was shutting up whenever Thomas tried to speak. Now, people say that he's being too mean to him, but if you look at his perspective, you understand why. And if you take a what Thomas did before, like dueling coaches and even ignoring danger signs, it's one that you fully understand. Also, Thomas didn't Ryan when he didn't warn about the bad coal. So even if Tom wasn't there, but was going to run down, he would still be angry at Thomas for something. I also want to think that this scene is where he's at his limit with Thomas. His patience had officially melted, and he about had enough. And when he was discussing the treasure over the phone was when he felt some kind of relief because he had something to take his mind off the stress. So I would say he's not being mean. He's just doing his role as a 40-figure enchantment of the North Western Railway. And he's only doing his best to keep running and his engines operating safely. Because I like to think that one of his worst fears is that one of his engines could end up doing something way worse, where it will result in them being beyond repair. I think that's why he let his rage out towards Thomas, because what could happen was not only would Thomas have hurt Ryan or anyone, he could hurt himself. It also helped that he had to do other things like finances and the status of the railway to keep the engines going. So I wouldn't say he's being mean, as many people would say and over-exaggerate about, but he's just doing what he can as an authority figure, a controller, and a chairman, because it's his job to look after the railway and their engines, whether it's what they do or what the punishments should be. Besides, the relationship of Thomas got better after Thomas redeemed himself for trying to stop the job escaping. Hell, that show not only how apologetic Thomas is, but it also lets Tom know that Thomas had some kind of remorse. So like I said before, he's not as bad as many see him as. He's just doing his job, and his patience, it just has limits. Something Thomas defenders often overlook or just don't take the opportunity to look into. Well, I did say I was going to get this, but here it goes. So, for those who don't know, Garth Ennis is a writer who hates superheroes, with some that way. And with his hatred of superheroes, he would end up writing a comic series known as The Boys, where it's meant to be a satire of poking fun out of the superhero trope, but ends up taking a few things too far and becoming very, very intolerable. This is no different when comparing it to the fanfics where fans basically punch Gordon and Tom Hatch. Because one thing that these two, in comparison, have in common is that The Boys and the Solo Legends of Lost Treasure fanfics come from a place of hatred. The Boys are all about playing cartoonish superhero freaks that have no reason to at all, and the fanfics are basically Gordon and Tom Hat being punished for either blocking or for doing their jobs. And these two take these tropes to the very extreme, repeatedly, until it becomes very, very intolerable. That is one thing that these two have in common. If you want a video on The Boys, check out this video here, it'll be in the comment down below. But overall, this is a comparison I've noticed between the Solo Legends of Lost Treasure fanfics and The Boys by Garth Ennis. While the film was okay for most of the part, as well as the fan service, like from Donald Duck's returning, I don't like how the movie portrayed Thomas and Gordon's dynamic, as well as the other characters like name. But back to these two. I don't like how they are portrayed in this film. Sure, it makes sense for them to act like this in the adventure begins, for example, as established in the scene.
It's like Thomas Tree! Ariane and Clarabelle, but I have to fetch Lazy Gordon's coaches first.
I heard that, Thomas.
But you are Lazy Gordon, otherwise you fetch your own coaches.
You know full well that tender engines are too big for shunting. That's what silly little tank engines are for.
Silly little tank engines? Well, maybe this silly little tank engine should take the express today.
But if you want to take Thomas' journey arc in the classics, as well as Gordon's character arc in the books, we know that would probably be a show in the Solo Legends of Treasure right after both of them. Like yeah, the movie feels whack, weird, and nostalgic. However, there is a difference between keeping consistency with characters in the show and giving a whole new portrayal in movies and specials. I personally feel like Thomas' role could have gone to Ryan, albeit with him being introduced as a new engine and as a new shunter for Naffer. And also like Gordon's role could have gone to other express engine, maybe a new one that's come to help Gordon with the express. He being an engine, Elniar, something like that doesn't matter. Have Ryan be the one that knows the coaches, and him being sent to the construction yard to learn his lesson. Basically give him Thomas' story edge. And maybe Thomas could be in the film, since it would take it to Thomas after the construction yard. Maybe he be the one that helps Ryan get his footing on the railway, learn accountability on that, like something like that. At least then we would keep Thomas in the film, but also give the spotlight to a new character, just to keep Thomas and Gordon's arcs and their lives consistent. So what's my conclusion to this? Well, my conclusion is that people say that, for example, Thomas did anything wrong, Tom should punish Gordon for team Thomas, or Gordon should be the one that takes over the movie. Like, no, wrong about that. They're wrong about Gordon, they're wrong about Thomas, they're wrong about Tom Hatch, and they're wrong about the whole film. All because they have such a strong hatred towards Gordon, even going as far as assigning him, making the hatred very clear, and not just fanfics, but also other projects as well. I really wish they took a look at the railway series and saw like Gordon actually matures in the book, so that way they have a different perception of Gordon, seeing that he stops his big cocky president with someone that goes through the times, like anyone else. But nah, they have to show all their hatred in any fan project that basically focuses on Gordon. And As one reviewer once says, too much hatred towards something can become as intolerable as if things make you frown, and these comic defenders are very, very intolerable, because they don't realize what Thomas' role in the movie was all about. Thomas' role in the movie was a message about taking accountability for his actions. No matter what one says or does, he is responsible for his actions, as are you. Accountability is important. Let that sink in. So, point in the video, if you want to look at both sides of people defending Thomas and saying Thomas is false, I will put a link to one of whether or not Thomas has right or wrong by Thomas Theorist, and another is a PDF by Eric Productions. These two might give you a more different perspective on both sides who defend and hold Thomas accountable. But until then, this is my video. I'll see you all next time. Cheerio.
Onto the rails again. Sir Topham was very cross. Your passengers don't like to be late, Thomas. You have caused confusion and delay.
I'm very sorry, sir. I was hoping to find a shortcut, but I will stick to my branch line from now on.
Thomas, what are you doing up there?
I'm sorry, sir.
You are causing confusion and delay. The Duke and Duchess have no wood, straw bales, or eggs. Now I see you have them all here. Frankie is broken, and you, Thomas, think it's a good time to try being a bird. The Duke and Duchess are waiting.
Thomas felt very silly. Then Sir Topham looked at Frankie.
And you're as silly as Thomas.
Frankie crumbled.
It's a shame to be as silly as a Steve. Don't forget the milk.
But when Sir Topham opened the door to the milk truck, the milk poured out.
Oh no, my trousers.
Oh, sir, I'm so sorry, sir. I don't know what happened, but the troubles on trucks have been very troublesome today.
I hope you will be more careful on your next job, Hero.
Yes, sir. I will, sir.
And it looks like my next job will be to get my trousers cleaned.
Hero felt very bad about what had happened to Sir Topham's trousers. Hero stopped so suddenly, 3 big barrels of cream flew into the air
Not again.
and splattered all over Sir Topham's hat, and Edward, and Hero.
My trousers.
Oh, no. Sir Topham's hat was covered in cream. He was very cross indeed.
Hero, you have caused confusion and delay and terrible trouble to my trousers.
I'm so sorry, sir. Diesel tried to sneak away, but Thomas pulled up behind him. Diesel, where are you going? Hero, why was Diesel pushing you in your troublesome trucks? Diesel, was it you? Why are you the one beefing and brushing me? And he spilled your milk this morning, Hero. Diesel. Sorry.
I am very disappointed in you, Diesel. You must learn the proper way to look after troublesome trucks.
But, sir, yes, sir.
And the best engine to learn from is Hero.
Yes, sir. Hero was very proud.
You found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said Sir Topham. You wanted to show Soldier a thing or two, and you've certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to ignore go slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon. He let a sad leash.
Thomas screeched to a stop and reversed slowly. He saw that he had splashed Alicia Bunty and Sir Topham hat. Cinders and ashes.
Look what you've done to Miss Botty. She's soaked. Also, Thomas, I hear from the dairy manager that you ruined the flour and strawberries for Miss Botty's grand tea. This is a disaster.
He was very unhappy. So did Sir Topham and Lady Hat.
Thomas, where have you been?
Just then, Sir Topham Hat's brother stepped down from Annie. Sir Topham Hat sighed.
Oh, no, Loam. Have you been up to your old tricks again? Absolutely right, Topham. I've been having a wonderful time with Thomas.
Sir Topham Hat didn't think this was funny at all.
Loam, you have caused confusion and delay. We must hurry. Thomas, the mail cars are still missing. Spencer is at the Solar Steamworks. The building materials for the summer house are stacked up at the docks, and you're not working on your branch line. What is going on?
I wish I had just been really useful.
So do I, Edward. Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay. Mr. Bubbles has lost his nose. Now he will be late. When Emily arrived to pick up the cakes, they were spoiled. James has bumped the buffers, and the bottles in your freight car have lost their corks. The lemonade is all gone. Thomas, you're late. Where have you been? That's right, boss. Boss? So you see, Thomas, it was the most famous statue on Sodor. Then it broke. This is the shiny new statue we have been waiting for. The mayor is coming at tea time, and now look at it. That's exactly what you'll do tomorrow. By my order. Then you had better go and find them. Oh no. Oh my. I remember this. Every year on my birthday.
Thieving crooks. Was that meant to happen, boss?
No, it was not. What are you doing, Victor? My car is ruined, and Gordon isn't fixed and ready to take the children to the docks. I thought you were really useful. Famous. He's the master of the railway. Why did you think I would scrap the master of the railway, Thomas? Why didn't you ask me? Don't worry. I can find another hat, but I'll never find another Thomas. On my birthday. Thomas, what are you doing? I hear Percy's mail cars are derailed. James hit the buffers with his freight cars of flowers. And now the camera is broken. Where are the balloons? We must have balloons for a party. Gordon, where are you? This isn't fun at all. Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steam works have been mashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged on my birthday.
Eventually, even the Fat Controller gave up. We shall take away your rails, he said, and leave you here for always and always and always. Well, what do you do, Mr. Fat Controller? What are you doing here, Thomas? He asked. I brought Edward's trucks, Thomas answered. Why did you come so fast? I didn't mean to. I was twisted, Thomas. You've got a lot to learn about trucks, then, little Thomas. After pushing them about here for a few weeks, you'll almost put you up with Edward. Then you'll be a really useful engine. Next morning, the Fat Controller spoke severely to him. If you can't behave, I shall take away your red coat and have you painted blue. James didn't like that at all. Meanwhile, all the passengers hurried to the booking office. We want our money back, they shouted. The Fat Controller climbed on a trolley and blew the guards so loudly that they all stopped to look at him. Then he promised them a new train at once. He climbed up and peered in. Then he came down. Excuse me, sir, please look in the tank and tell me what you see. Certainly, Inspector, replied the Fat Controller. He clambered up, looked in, and nearly fell off in surprise. Inspector, he whispered, can you see fish? Gracious goodness me, how did the fish get there, driver? We must have fished them from the river with our bucket, replied Thomas's driver. Well, Thomas, so you and your driver have been fishing, but fish don't suit you. We must get them out. They all took turns at fishing in Thomas's tank, while the Fat Controller looked on and told them how to do it. He moved slowly forward to jam the tank, but he couldn't stop himself and slithered into a ditch. Oh, jeez! Get me out! Get me out! Not a hope, said his driver, fireman. You're stuck, you silly great engine. Don't you understand that? They telephoned the Fat Controller. So Gordon didn't want to take the special train and ran into a ditch. What's that you say? The special's waiting. Tell Edward to take it, please. And Gordon, I'll leave him where he is. We haven't time to bother with him now.
Said Frankie meekly. You blow on the me now, matey, said Salty. The engines were trapped. You're gonna get into trouble, sang Bill in bed. Sir Topham Hat was in his office being measured for a new suit. When he heard the news, he left immediately for the docks. Sir Topham Hat knew that any delay at the docks would cause trouble. You have made a terrible mess, Cranky, he said sternly. I'm sorry, sir, Cranky whispered. You engines will have to stay here tonight until Harvey clears up this mess in the morning. Cranky's heart sank as Salty uttered those fateful words. This reminds me of a story. Yeah. After Percy was lowered back onto the ground, the manager was very cross. You have caused confusion and delay, he said. I'll have to report this to Sir Topham Hat. That night, Sir Topham Hat spoke severely to Percy. I'm very disappointed in Percy, he said. You know it's against the rules to go on with the Missouri map. Sorry, sir, Percy said sadly, but it wasn't my fault. It's because those diesels made me a little engine. Nevertheless, you will shunt 3 cars in the yard until I get to the bottom of this, said James. Grease and oil diesel salt as the trucks laughed and laughed. Sir Topham Hat looked down crossly at Diesel. I thought you would be a proper dockyard diesel, but I was wrong, he said. Can you make up the lost time, Henry? Oh, yes, sir, Henry replied happily. One day, Rusty returned late to the quarry. Sir Topham Hat was cross. Sorry, sir, Rusty's driver said. We're helping Renaissance Scarlet. I know you like helping Renaissance Scarlet, but their line is in bad condition. It takes too much of your time, said Sir Topham Hat. I'm going to shut it down. Rusty was upset. What will Renaissance Scarlet do, Rusty asked. They will come and work with you here at the quarry. He had made up his mind. There was nothing else he could do. Boiler, Duncan felt foolish and very wet. When Sir Topham had arrived, he spoke severely to Duncan. You have not been a responsible engine, he said. Your impatience has caused confusion and delay, and you owe these engines an apology. Sorry, Duncan said rusty, but next Starlowy. Once you have been repaired, Sir Topham had said, you will work the incline until you learn to be patient and careful. Yes, sir, said Duncan. Look at that, laughed the boy. The back engine must be the strongest and the best. Gordon was embarrassed. Sir Topham had spoke severely to Gordon. You have said rude things about Edward. He proved today that he is useful, reliable, and very helpful. Gordon felt very ashamed. To inspect his quarry engines, he found that Mavis and Bill were in fine working order. Unfortunately, Ben, Sir Topham had said, your buffers are damaged. You must report that the engine works immediately for a new set of buffers. Mavis, you will have to work with Bill until Ben returns. Yes, sir, replied Mavis. Sir Topham had drove away. Sir Topham had say, he groaned. He found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said Sir Topham had, you wanted to show Salty a thing or two, and you've certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to ignore Bill's slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon. He let a sad leash of steam. Sir Topham had arrived and saw Bill's broken buffers. He was not happy. You behaved badly, Bill, Sir Topham had said. You have anything to say for yourself? Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, said Bill. Before you do buffers, Sir Topham had continued. I want you to think about what it means to be a responsible, reliable engine. Yes, sir, answered Bill weakly. We didn't think you were really sick, added Percy. Go back and collect Henry's freight cars, said Sir Topham had sternly. Yes, sir, whispered Thomas. Arthur was upset. His spotless record was ruined. Oh, Arthur, what a mess, puffed Thomas. Sir Topham had was very annoyed. What happened here? The troublesome trucks were singing. I told them to stop, but they made me go too fast. Pat was moving. Fergus, explain yourself. I ran away. It's scary here. Diesel told... This storm has caused confusion and delay. Remove this tree immediately. Shivering. At last Thomas arrived with Sir Topham hat. He was very cross indeed. Whistles are for safety, he told Percy, not for playing games. You must only use your whistle when the time is right. He pointed me of the sea. Thomas's driver telephoned for help. And soon Harvey was clearing the tracks. Thomas wondered what Sir Topham hat would say. He found out soon enough. You have caused confusion and delay, said Sir Topham hat. You must learn to be more safe. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, Thomas puffed sadly. But Sir Topham hat was very cross. He spoke sternly to Gordon. Why are you fooling around, Gordon? He boomed. You must go quickly, or the children will miss the boat, and that will never do. Yes, sir, said Gordon sadly. Remember, added Sir Topham hat, you are the fastest engine on the island. This made Gordon feel proud. He did the shits. Sir Topham hat was weak. He did not look happy. Emily, you must take Thomas to get his snowplow fitted at once, said Sir Topham hat sternly. Thomas, you must learn to listen. Thomas felt bad. He didn't know it was Sir Topham hat who wanted him to wear a snowplow. Emily felt bad too. She didn't like seeing Thomas in trouble. I'm sorry, sir, she said. I forgot to tell Thomas it was your idea. You mean I have two engines that don't listen, boomed Sir Topham hat. Well, I never. Emily, you must take Thomas to get his snowplow fitted at once. He was clearing away the tar wagons. When Sir Topham hat arrived at the word Thomas. Where is Percy? He said. He has caused confusion and delay. Gordon didn't know. He's just very quickly, sir. So there would be no fresh bread that day. Sir Topham hat was cross. This means I won't have any toast or muffins for breakfast. If you are late again, you will have to do the black lock run instead of James. Sir Topham hat came to see Emily. Emily, you have caused confusion and delay, Sir Topham hat said. Now you are to take over the black lock run. He was getting lots of phone calls. The sheep had knocked over lots of market stalls. The children had seen all the farm animals. And the classroom was full of chickens. At last, Thomas popped into Tiddle's sheds. He was looking forward to a nice long sleep. Then Sir Topham had arrived. Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay, he said. Sir Topham had told Thomas what had happened. Thomas was upset. One was hurt. Sir Topham hat was very cross. I asked you to teach Percy, he said sternly, not show off all afternoon. Yes, sir, sorry, sir, Gordon puffed quietly. When we got back to the sheds, Sir Topham hat was waiting for him. There have been complaints, he said sternly. Passengers are not like logs. You must be gentle. Yes, sir, said Henry sadly. Ride on board Thomas. What are you doing, Henry? asked Sir Topham hat. You are causing confusion and delay. Henry told him all about the wishing tree. Wishing trees don't run railways, said Sir Topham hat. That's my job. Gordon just needed some repairs. He'll be back tomorrow. He was very cross. You should have waited, said Sir Topham hat sternly. And now you have caused confusion and delay. You left the brake coach, stranded Bertie's passengers, and bumped your coaches. You must learn to be more patient. Emily knew Sir Topham hat was right. She felt very bad. She was only trying to be as good as Gordon. I'm sorry, sir, she said sadly. That's no ghost, said Percy. That's Emily. The engines didn't feel scared anymore, but they did feel foolish. Sir Topham had arrived wearing his pajamas. What is all this fuss and bother, he boomed. It has caused confusion and delay. But sir, cried Thomas, the flatbeds were rattling. And we heard moaning, said Emily. And groaning, added Thomas. Sir Topham hat looked at Harry and Bert. Do you know anything about this? He asked sternly. It was us, sir, Bert mumbled. For your punishment, you go back and collect the iron at once, said Sir Topham hat. Yes, sir, said Harry and Bert, and they rumbled away. Thomas, this train is late, he said crossly. And why are you pulling it? Where is Edward? Thomas didn't want to get Edward into trouble. He had to think of an excuse. Edward took on the wrong sort of coal, sir. The wrong sort of coal, boomed Sir Topham hat. What nonsense, Thomas. I'll find out what Edward has to say about this later. Sir Topham hat was very cross. He gave Thomas another job to do. Yes, sir, said Thomas. At the castle station, Sir Topham hat spoke to the station master. Thomas, said Sir Topham hat, the castle is closed for redecoration and repairs. Please have another idea and be quick about it. So, Sir Topham hat, his wife, and his mother looked at the fields, but they didn't smile. The fields had just been plowed into thick brown mud. Cinders and ashes, cried Thomas. We can't picnic here, said Sir Topham hat sternly. You'll have to have another idea. But hurry up, my mother's getting very hungry. Thomas thought. That evening, Sir Topham hat came to see Henry at the sheds. Henry, those workmen had a very important job to do. You have caused confusion and delay, Sir Topham hat said sternly. Tomorrow, you will collect coal, and Edward will take a workman to the forest. The next day back at the dairy, Sir Topham hat was there. He was very cross. Thomas, it is nearly time for the party, and you still have not collected the butter from the other side of the island. The children will have no cakes for the party. Thomas felt terrible. Enough, Thomas, he boomed. Stop. Thomas puffed to a halt. Where are you taking us now? I don't know, peeped Thomas sadly. I've run out of ideas. Then we will have to cancel the birthday picnic, boomed Sir Topham hat. It's too late. Lunchtime has passed and my mother wants to go home. As we need to be prepared. Emily chuffed into the shunting yard. Sir Topham hat was very cross. Emily, he boomed. You have caused confusion and delay. Luckily, Toby knew what to do, he added sternly. I'm sorry, Emily said. Knowing the right thing to do isn't as easy as I thought. Soon, Sir Topham hat arrived on Harvey. Thomas, these trucks are too old for pulling coal, Sir Topham hat said sternly. And now you have caused confusion and delay. Sorry, sir, said Thomas. Dennis and Thomas finally pulled into the schoolhouse station. Sir Topham hat was waiting. Dennis, you have caused confusion and delay, he boomed. Dennis felt bad. Thomas has shown me that being a really useful engine is much better than being really lazy. Dennis wheezed. What's my buffers, cried James. Oh, dear, wheezed Edward. Sir Topham had arrived on Salt. He was very cross. James and Edward, he boomed. The tracks were icy and you were not taking care. You have caused confusion and delay. James felt bad. Edward, why to slow down? I want to go fast so that I can pull the presence train. You won't be doing that now, James, said Sir Topham hat. Edward, you are a reliable engine. You can pull the presence train, but you can't pull it alone. It's a very long train. Say, it was a rush of wind so big. It blew Sir Topham hat's top hat right off his head. Sir Topham hat was very cross. Thomas reversed slowly back into the station. He was very worried. Thomas, boomed Sir Topham hat. Why were you going so fast? You know engines must go slowly through stations. Thomas felt terrible. I'm sorry, sir, he peeped. And Sir Topham hat added, my hat has blown away. I must have my hat. Thomas felt even worse. I'll find your hat, sir, Thomas chuffed, in time for your important tea party at the Scottish Castle. And he chuffed Thomas. Soon Sir Topham hat arrived. Toby, You must go to the yard to be repaired, said Sir Topham Hatt. If I don't take the sticky taffy to the party, the children won't be able to make taffy apples, moaned Toby. Please, sir, laughed Thomas. I can take the sticky taffy to the party. Very well, said Sir Topham Hatt, but no more trying to be in costume. We must find him at once, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. And he climbed aboard Emily. Diesel had hidden the cars in sight, but he was in feeling well. Something was wrong. He started to slow down. Up ahead, Diesel saw Emily with Sir Topham Hatt. Now I'm in trouble, he moaned. Diesel, said Sir Topham Hatt sternly. Where are Gordon's special cars? They're in a siding, sir, said Diesel quietly. Take Emily there at once, ordered Sir Topham Hatt crossly. Yes, sir, wailed Diesel. Wrong time. They forgot all about the Admiral. Then Admiral arrived with Sir Topham Hatt. The Admiral is late for the opening of the museum. He boomed crossly. You have been unreliable. Added Sir Topham Hatt. Harold will now take the Admiral to the museum. Thomas felt very foolish. It felt good. He felt very silly. Soon Emily arrived with Sir Topham Hatt. James, your racing around has caused confusion and delay, Sir Topham Hatt said sternly. Yes, sir, sorry, sir, James puffed sadly. Edward, your cylinder has been damaged. You can't take the children to the seaside today. The children at the station were very sad. But we wanted to ride on the poster engine, the children cried. They could see Thomas racing towards them. Slow down, Thomas, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. But Thomas couldn't slow down. And there Sir Topham and Lady Hatt could not believe their eyes. Thomas whooshed past and raced away from them. Emily jumped into the town square. She screeched to a stop. The Sodor United soccer team was waiting, and Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
Emily, where are the team's clean soccer shirts and shorts?
Emily was puzzled. Then she gasped.
Fizzling fireboxes, the stinky washing was the team's soccer shirts and shorts.
Emily felt terrible.
I didn't take the washing to the laundry lady. Now the team have nothing to wear for the opening game. The game can't take place, and it's all my fault.
Emily felt very silly.
I thought that all the other jobs were more important than mine. Now I see that all jobs are important. I'm very sorry, sir. I'm very sorry, team.
Emily weeped weakly.
Please, sir, I'll puff my hardest and make sure the team have clean soccer shirts and shorts in time for the opening game.
Then there was trouble. Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross.
Rocky, what are you doing with Percy?
It's health and safety, sir.
Health and safety have a time and a place, Henry. But now there is an emergency. I need Rocky to help Toby. And Percy has looked all over the island for the telegraph poles and wire he has to deliver.
Henry felt terrible.
I should have asked if I could take Rocky, and I should have asked Percy about the poles and wires. I'm sorry, sir. I wanted to stop accidents, but instead, I have made them happen. May I take Rocky now to the emergency?
Yes, Henry. Right.
Very proud and very relieved. But Sir Topham Hatt was getting lots of phone calls. Edward had delivered the wrong parcels to the wrong places. Diesel, Harry and Bert, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. Now you can shunt the stinky cheese. Oh no, groaned Harry, Diesel and Bert. Got in the way. James, leave the shed now, ordered Sir Topham Hatt. James puffed sadly away. Looked at Thomas. Thomas felt terrible. Sir Topham Hatt was very cross.
Gordon, you were meant to pick up Mr. Giggles, the famous clown. Emily, you were meant to pick up the brass band. And James, you were meant to pick up the bunting and decorations. None of you arrived, so Diesel had to do all your jobs. And now he's late to do his own work. Thomas was very upset. Boss, I told you to be Emily's back engine.
But I brought the carnival special all on my own, sir. I wanted to help Emily.
You haven't helped anyone. You have caused confusion and delay. You've left half the train. Now there'll be no carnival for the children.
Rosie felt terrible. She had wanted everyone to be proud of her, and now they were cross. Please, sir, I know just what to do. I'm a very little eye in the sky and blowing in the breeze. Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived.
Thomas, what are you doing up there?
I'm sorry, sir.
You are causing confusion and delay. The Duke and Duchess have no wood, straw bales, or eggs. Now I see you have them all here. Cranky is broken, and you, Thomas, think it's a good time to try being a bird. The Duke and Duchess are waiting.
Thomas felt very silly. Then Sir Topham Hatt looked at Cranky.
And you're as silly as Thomas.
Cranky crumbled.
It's a shame to be as silly as a steamy.
Soon, a workman had climbed up Cranky. At last, Thomas puffed proudly into Napoli. Sir Topham Hatt was there. So were the other engines.
I'm very excited, Thomas.
This is a big day. The Lion of Sodor is here.
Thomas was uncoupled from the flatbed, and he flew away to join the other engines. The workman carefully opened the lion's crate. Then the engines gasped. The Lion of Sodor wasn't a real lion at all. It was a statue, and now it was covered in sticky syrup, fresh fish, and straw. Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
Thomas, this is a terrible mess.
Gordon and James laughed, and Thomas felt very silly.
I'm sorry. I thought I had a real lion in my crate. I wanted to take extra special care of it. I didn't know the Lion of Sodor was a statue.
So Sir Topham Hatt told Thomas all about the Lion of Sodor, and the other engines listened carefully.
So you see, Thomas, it was the most famous statue on Sodor. Then it broke. This is the shiny new statue we have been waiting for. The mayor is having a tea time, and now look at it.
I'll make sure it's clean, sir. I promise. The Lion of Sodor will be shiny new again in no time.
Very well, Thomas.
Thomas still felt very silly.
Cheer up, Thomas.
Smoke billowed from his engine. But he was very unhappy. So did Sir Topham and Lady Hatt.
Thomas, where have you been?
Just then, Sir Topham Hatt's brother stepped down from Annie. Sir Topham Hatt sighed.
Oh, no, Lom. Have you been up to your old tricks again? Absolutely right, Thomas. I've been having a wonderful time with Thomas.
Sir Topham Hatt didn't think this was funny at all.
Lom, you have caused confusion and delay. We must hurry.
The bubbles arrived. Sir Topham Hatt was very cross.
Thomas, you are going much too fast. The special bubble liquid splished and splashed out of the tank.
But now the tank is empty, and it's almost time for my short start. The children will be very disappointed. Wasn't there? Sir Topham Hatt was there. He was cross.
Someone woke Mavis up too early by tooting too loudly on their whistle. Then someone woke up Cranky at the docks and Victor at the steamworks. Now they have all made silly mistakes.
Thomas knew he had woken everyone up with his cheerful whistle. He felt terrible.
I'm very sorry, sir. It was me.
Then, Thomas, as Percy is still not fixed, you must do a better job tomorrow.
I will, sir. I promise, sir.
Came to a stop. His cheeks were redder than James's shiny coat.
Here I am, sir.
Sir Topham Hatt looked hard at Thomas.
Here you are, Thomas. But where are Annie and Clarabelle? And where is Miss Potty?
Thomas felt terrible. He had been having fun when he should have been really useful.
I'm sorry, sir. I've lost them.
Sir Topham Hatt boomed.
Then you had better go and find them.
From the town hall with Annie and Clarabelle. Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
At last, Thomas, you've made Miss Potty very late.
Not at all, Bertram. Thomas has made me very happy. I've had the ride of my life. So many people to sing to, and such fun.
That made Thomas smile, and Topham Hatt and his mother were waiting at Knapford Station. Sir Topham Hatt was cross. Then Percy puffed in. The brand new bright red birthday parcel looked wonderful. Everyone cheered.
Happy birthday, ma'am. Here's your very special birthday present.
Sir Topham Hatt's mother beamed, and even Sir Topham Hatt smiled. Muddy water flew high into the air and splooshed down all over Alicia Bunty and Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas reached to a stop and reversed slowly. He saw that he had splished, splashed, splashed Alicia Bunty and Sir Topham Hatt.
Cinders and ashes.
Look what you've done to Miss Potty. She's soaked. Also, Thomas, I hear from the dairy manager that you ruined the flour and strawberries for Miss Potty's grand tea. This is a disaster. Thomas, where have you been? Hero's welcome party is almost over.
I'm sorry, sir. I was trying to find you a welcome present, Hero. Something special from Sodor, but I couldn't find anything. I'm sorry.
Hero smiled. Drove up happily to a crossing. Sir Topham Hatt was there.
Hero, while I was with the Thin Controller, I heard worrying news. Father McCall is waiting for his ducks. There are no tables or benches for the concert at tea time, and Edward is late for a concert at the town hall.
Hero gasped. Sir Topham Hatt was cross. Sir Topham Hatt was cross with him, and it was all his fault. Hero felt worse than ever. He had been master of the railway, and now he was master of the muddle.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. I knew you were very busy. I wanted to help, so I told the engines what to do. I didn't want to bother you, sir.
Sir Topham Hatt gasped.
You didn't want to bother me. I am controller of the railway. Nothing is more important to me than my engines being really useful.
Hero gulped.
I know that now, sir. I'm not master of the railway. I'm master of the muddle. I got this right. Please give me time.
And Hero weaved quickly away. Then there was trouble. The mayor and Sir Topham Hatt were cross. They had waited a long time for the tallest animal on Sodor, but the tallest animal on Sodor was fast asleep.
Wake up, Mr. Giraffe, please.
But the giraffe slept on.
This is a disaster, Thomas.
Thomas felt terrible. There were no rosy red apples, no juicy leaves, and no wide-awake Mr. Giraffe.
I know, sir. It is a disaster. I should have waited for the giraffe keeper. I was silly to think Mr. Giraffe would do what I told him. I'll puff my hardest to the ducks and bring the keeper here.
Oh, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting.
Here I am, sir. I have picked up all our very important visitors. James, what have you done? You have brought Farmer McCall and his cow, and Farmer Trotter and his pigs. I was expecting Alicia Body and the mayor.
James felt terrible.
Most of my buffers. I thought a lamp made me look silly. No, I really look silly. I'm sorry, sir. This is all my fault.
Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
Please, sir, I will have my lamp fixed. Then I will race like the wind to deliver Farmer McCall and Farmer Trotter to Brandon. Later, I will pick up the very important visitors.
Just then, Thomas popped in. As Thomas arrived at Whispering Woods Hall, Sir Topham Hatt wasn't happy.
Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay. Mr. Bubbles has lost his nose. Now he will be late. When Ellie arrived to pick up the cakes, they were spoiled. James has bumped the buffers, and the bottles in your freight car have lost their corks. The lemonade is all gone.
Suddenly, the very last quart popped, and knocked Sir Topham Hatt's hat right off his head. Sir Topham Hatt was surprised.
It was not.
Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
What are you doing, Victor? My car is ruined, and Gordon isn't fixed and ready to take the children to the docks. I thought you were really useful.
Victor felt terrible. I'm sorry, sir. This is a disaster, and it's all my fault. I wanted to show you that I really am the best, that I am really useful, so I tried to do everything, and I ended up doing nothing.
Can I help us?
No, thank you, Kevin. Now I must do something. Victor seemed sadly to Sir Topham Hatt. Sir, if you will let me, I can have Gordon ready in time. Your car will be bright blue again, all the engines will be fixed, and I will be really useful again. Sir Topham Hatt could see Victor was sorry.
Very well, Victor, but you'd better hurry.
Victor smiled. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Sir Topham Hatt was cross. Thomas, what have you done?
Thomas felt terrible.
The railroad inspector isn't pleased. Sir Topham Hatt isn't proud. Gordon can't lose it all. And it's all my fault.
Thomas knew he had to jump and puff to put things right.
Sir, I will shut Gordon to the steamworks. Victor will make sure his final springs firebox fizzes. Then Gordon can take him to a store, and I can be really useful.
Sir Topham Hatt was happy to hear this.
Very well, Thomas.
Blacks mowed them all over James and Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
Thomas, what is going on? The mayor is waiting for the Joeywood. Edward is swinging on a bridge. Logs are jumping like frogs. And my shiny red coat is ruined.
Thomas felt terrible.
I'm sorry, sir. This is all my fault. I thought I didn't need help, but I do. And I know exactly who I need to help me. I'll fetch him now.
Gordon's rods rattled. Then there was trouble. Sir Topham Hatt arrived on Thomas. With jumped behind with scrub. Sir Topham Hatt was cross. With waste dump was a mess. Garbage cars were everywhere. They hadn't been emptied into the garbage crusher. And Gordon was nowhere to be seen.
Gordon, where are you?
Gordon shuddered with shame.
Here I am, sir.
But try as he might, Gordon couldn't puff out to Sir Topham Hatt. All the tracks were blocked by freight cars.
Oh, the indignity. No, Gordon. Oh, the silliness. On clean summer day, no job was more important than to be in charge of this waste dump.
Gordon stopped huffing and heaving.
Sir, I have not been a really useful engine. I thought I was too grand to work with garbage, but I was being silly. With you are a very grand and important engine.
Whiff was surprised. No one had called him grand before.
Don't worry, Gordon. I can help you.
No, I can help you. I will shunt all these garbage wagons into the garbage crusher. Please, sir, may Whiff pull the express car to Brandon Docks to pick up the island inspector? Yes, he can.
Whiff, and the Joby Log Christmas tree flew high in the sky and splashed into the pond. Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
This isn't fun at all.
Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand were upset.
We wanted to have the best party of all, and now it's the worst.
That's right.
We didn't want to be fault, and now it's a mess.
We were silly.
Will you help us now, Thomas? Of course I will.
Sir Topham Hatt spoke severely to these. The harbour master has told me everything. Things worked much better here before you arrived. I shall not be inviting you back. Now, Doc and Percy, I hope you won't mind having to handle the work by yourselves again. Oh, no, sir. Yes, please, sir. Replied the engine. You hear me? Percy gave them such a fright that boxes and bags burst everywhere. Oh, groaned Percy. Sticky streams of jam trickled down Percy's face. A top hat hung on his lamp iron. Worst of all, a pair of trousers coiled lovingly around his funnel. Everyone was very angry. Sir Topham Hatt seized the top hat. Mine, he said. Percy, look at this. Yes, sir. I am, sir. My best trousers, too. Yes, sir. Please, sir. We must pay the passengers for their spoiled clothes, and my trousers are ruined. I hope this will teach you not to play tricks with the coaches. Percy went off to the yard. He felt very sad. Spoke severely to Gordon. Listen to me. There's nothing wrong with that tunnel. You stuck in it because you tried to do rock and roll. Tunnels are not dance floors, and you are not a pop star. And Sir Topham Hatt gave his full attention to Percy's funnel. If it happens again, he ended ominously. I shall find ways to cut you down to size. In other words, your career is on the line. Need I say more? I'm sorry about your accident, said Sir Handel. I always stand well back. Cars don't like me. Why didn't you warn me? I didn't think. You never do. You can start thinking now while you're doing Peter Sands work as well your own. That'll teach you to pretend you're ill. Sir Handel did start thinking about Gordon. You have to return to the mountain village, he said. Some goods are needed for the festival. But all this snow makes my wheels feel chilly. Really useful engines work hard whatever the weather. To Thomas, I want you to go to the docks to pick up new coaches. New coaches? But sir, really useful engines don't argue, said Sir Topham Hatt. In no time, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross. I told you to be careful. You should have waited for the brake van, he said sternly. I'm sorry, sir, mumbled Duncan. Sir Topham Hatt came to see Scullow. If you won't cross the old bridge, you must stay here and shunt freight cars, he scolded. I can't have engines that won't do as they're told. Sorry, sir, said Scullow. He sat by Percy. Next he spoke to Sir Topham Hatt. Sir! Not now, Percy. Promise you have to collect the prize bull. He's at the farm on Toby's line. Yes, sir. But those tracks are wobbly, cried Percy. They are safe enough, said Sir Topham Hatt. I bet Sir Topham Hatt was cross with Duncan. That was very irresponsible. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. And Rusty, you were very brave. Oh, thanks. Yes, Rusty, you are a really useful engine. He took Henry back onto the track. And he also brought Sir Topham Hatt. Henry, Sir Topham Hatt, take those hay bales back to where you found them. One car at a time. Yes, sir. We Henry sat.
Thomas, you made the right decision to pull Diesel back. You didn't wait to be asked or to be told. You did the best thing, the right thing, and that makes you the most really useful engine.
The other engines hooted and tooted. Thomas was the most really useful engine.
Diesel lost the Joby Wood. That is very bad, and I am very cross. The search and rescue center will be delayed. You, Joby Wood, must be found, and that will take time. But you, Thomas.
Heaving hooks. Was that meant to happen, boss?
No, it was not.
Sir Topham Hatt was cross.
What are you doing, Victor? My car is ruined, and Gordon isn't fixed and ready to take the children to the docks. I thought you were really useful.
Victor felt terrible. I'm sorry, sir. This is a disaster, and it's all my fault. I wanted to show you that I really am the best, that I am really useful, so I tried to do everything. I ended up doing nothing.
Can I help us?
And another Flynn, what are you doing? No, I'm not. I'm a fool.
Flynn, you need to be
Now, Don't be so rude, Nia. Is there any permission to our railway? Apologize right now. Sorry, Nia. But please, sir, why can't Edward come back? Edward is supposed to sleep in Tidmouth Sheds. Oh, honestly, Gordon, how many times do I need to go over this? Edward sleeps in the sheds at Wellsworth now. It's right at the start of his lunch line.
And since Topham says I can stay in the sheds in Vicarstown from now on.
What? When did this happen? Nobody told me. You can't move Henry as well, sir. Why don't you just go ahead and change everything?
What happened? No.
She's not start using her green pageant.
Don't be so rude, Nia. Is there any permission to our railway? Apologize right now. Sorry, Nia. But please, sir, why can't Edward come back? Edward is supposed to sleep in Tidmouth Sheds. Oh, honestly, Gordon, how many times do I need to go over this? Edward sleeps in the sheds at Wellsworth now. It's right at the start of his lunch line. And the controller says I can stay in the sheds in Vicarstown from now on. What? When did this happen? Nobody told me. You can't move Henry as well, sir. Why don't you just go ahead and change everything? Should I push my buttons from now on instead of pulling them, sir? Gordon! Come on, Annabelle. Let me take you on to this lunch line for a change. The fast controller is changing everything.
No, Gordon, what are you doing?
You can take express, Nia. I'm going to shut the trucks in the yard. The fast controller wants to change everything. Gordon, I'm appointed on this nonsense. Hurry up, Paxton. I'm going to get up with diesel for a change.
Really? Are those things making you feel that we stay first?
Edward used to the sheds, and now Henry's moving out too. Oh, maybe now Edward can come back. What? When did this happen? Nobody told me. You can't move Henry as well, sir. Why don't you just go ahead and change everything? Shall I push my buttons from now on instead of pulling them, sir? Gordon! Come on, Annabelle. Let me take you on to this lunch line for a change. Sir, Topham is changing everything.
No, Gordon, what are you doing?
You can take the express, Nia. I'm going to shut cars in the yard. Sir, Topham wants to change everything. Gordon, I'm appointed on this nonsense. Hurry up, Paxton. I'm going to get up with diesel for a change.
Really? Are those things making you feel that we stay first?
Edward needs to the sheds, and now Henry's moving out too. Oh, maybe now Edward can come back. Gordon, what about the diesel fuel? Well, Edward, what do you think?
Thanks for asking, Gordon. Again, but I'm very happy at Wellsworth. You better hurry back to the place, Gordon. So Topham says you're causing confusion and delay. Oh, Philip, how did you make your voice do that?
You are usually one of my most sensible engines, Gordon. But today will be very silly indeed. If you're not going to call the express, then you can go back to your shed. Fine, sir, I will.
Now, I will not go back to my shed.
How dare you talk back to me like that?
No, I will not go back to my shed. How dare you talk back to me like that?
What if Thomas stood up to Sir Topham Hatt and showed us again in the
was pretty short. Thomas saved the day from the explosion, and Sir Topham Hatt came, and he didn't look happy. Thomas, take it, Jen. What are you playing at now? I thought you could learn to be responsible working here.
But sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I have quite enough of you excuses. Go to your ship eventually, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. Then suddenly, something snapped at Thomas.
No, I will not go back to my ship.
How dare you talk back to me like that?
How dare you accuse me of being responsible for this without looking at the full picture?
Everyone went silent. No one had shouted at Sir Topham Hatt like that. Sir Topham Hatt went silent as well. He never heard anything like this, especially from Thomas.
You never had a chance to see full pictures. Which Gordon was responsible for the accident. He made me die. I found the ship and you wouldn't listen, but instead I found it, and now this you know what, I will never be your number one again, else I will leave Soda forever.
Sir Topham Hatt knew what he had done until Thomas left in a rage. Thomas, wait. Well, Thomas had disappeared around the corner. Sir Topham Hatt felt terrible.
Stop that noise, bellowed Sir Topham Hatt. Quiet, snapped the Fat Controller.
Stop that noise, bellowed Sir Topham Hatt.
Quiet, called Sir Topham Hatt. Stop that noise, bellowed the Fat Controller.
Quiet, said Sir Topham Hatt. And when they arrived at Tinkle's sheds, they discovered that they had been knocked down. Cinders and ashes, cried Thomas. What's happened to our sheds? Building the new ones was our important job, Oil Diesel, but we were delayed, so we couldn't finish it. And bananas are no good for building sheds, Sir Topham Hatt added. The steam engines were crossed with the diesel engines. The diesels had ruined their home, but Thomas was sad. He knew it was his fault. Now where will we sleep? moaned Henry. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross. Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand? Diesel 10 whimpered. You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steamworks have been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Just then, the Fat Controller arrived. He was cross. Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You'll do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand? Diesel 10 whimpered. You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works has been on fire. The steamworks has been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged. Percy puffed his biggest puff.
Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross.
Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steamworks have been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Percy puffed his. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross.
Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steamworks have been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Percy puffed his biggest puff.
Sir, Diesel 10 is sad because the diesel works is old and dirty. It's oily and noisy, and it doesn't have a crane. But that's why Diesel 10 has been bad. Sir, please may the diesels have a new diesel works.
Of course the diesels will have a new diesel works. These things take time. Everyone must wait their turn. And you will see, Diesel 10, some things are well worth waiting for.
Thomas and Percy looked at Diesel 10, and Diesel 10 smiled. The diesels and steamies worked well together. It was tough, rough work. But each day, they all puffed and huffed their hardest. Thomas and Percy worked side by side. Their boilers bubbled and their fireboxes fizzed. Henry and Ed raced along the rails, pushing and pulling. Gordon and Emily whistled as they worked in the yard. And Ben and Dart rattled and rolled so fast and so far, they both looked quite busy. At last, the new diesel works was finished. It was grand. Even Happy Hook was fixed. The steamies puffed with pride. The diesels cheered for a job well done. Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He smiled from ear to ear. The engines hushed.
The new diesel works is a very special building. Not just because it is new, not just because it is grand, but because it shows what can happen when really useful engines work together. You must all know that my engines is special. You are all special. I am proud of you.
The steamies and diesels honked and hooted their way. Diesel 10 smiled.
Little Wilson, here, here.
Percy patted up to Thomas.
Thomas, yes, Percy, when I'm with you, I feel most proud of all, and most special of all.
Thomas beamed from buffer to buffer.
That's strange, Percy. Why, Thomas?
Because that's exactly how I feel when I'm with you.
And the two best friends giggled and giggled with joy.
You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You'll do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works has been on fire. The steamworks has been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Percy puffed his biggest puff.
Sir, Diesel 10 is sad because the diesel works is old and dirty. It's oily and noisy, and it doesn't have a crane. But that's why Diesel 10 has been bad. Sir, please may the diesels have a new diesel works.
Of course the diesels will have a new diesel works. These things take time. Everyone must wait their turn. And you will see, Diesel 10, some things are well worth waiting for.
Thomas and Percy looked at Diesel 10, and Diesel 10 smiled. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross.
Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steamworks have been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Percy puffed his biggest puff.
Sir, Diesel 10 is sad because the diesel works is old and dirty. It's oily and noisy, and it doesn't have a crane. But that's why Diesel 10 has been bad. Sir, please may the diesels have a new diesel works.
Of course the diesels will have a new diesel works. These things take time. Everyone must wait their turn. And you will see, Diesel 10, some things are well worth waiting for.
Thomas and Percy looked at Diesel 10, and Diesel 10 smiled.
Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steamworks have been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Percy puffed his biggest puff.
Sir, Diesel 10 is sad because the diesel works is old and dirty. It's oily and noisy, and it doesn't have a crane. But that's why Diesel 10 has been bad. Sir, please may the diesels have a new diesel works.
Of course the diesels will have a new diesel works. These things take time. Everyone must wait their turn. And you will see, Diesel 10, some things are well worth waiting for.
Thomas and Percy looked at Diesel 10, and Diesel 10 smiled. Just then, Sir Topham had arrived. He was cross.
Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say. Do you understand?
Diesel 10, windward.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steelworks have been mashed and burned. And because of you, now my engine is being useful. You will not everything you touch.
Before lifting Thomas back onto the rails again, Sir Topham was very cross.
Your passengers don't like to be late, Thomas. You have caused confusion and delay.
I'm very sorry, sir. I was hoping to find a shortcut, but I will stick to my branch line from now on.
Thomas, what are you doing up there?
I'm sorry, sir. I was...
You are causing confusion and delay. The Duke and Duchess have no wood, straw bales, or eggs. Now I see you have them all here. Cranky is broken, and you, Thomas, think it's a good time to try being a bird. The Duke and Duchess are waiting.
Thomas felt very silly. Then Sir Topham looked at Cranky.
And you're as silly as Thomas.
Cranky crumbled.
It's a shame to be as silly as a Steve. You'll forget the milk.
But when Sir Topham opened the door to the milk truck, the milk poured out.
Oh no, my trousers.
Oh, sir, I'm so sorry, sir. I don't know what happened, but the troublesome trucks have been very troublesome today.
I hope you will be more careful on your next job, hero.
Yes, sir. I will, sir.
And it looks like my next job will be to get my trousers cleaned.
Hero felt very bad about what had happened to Sir Topham's trousers. Hero stopped so suddenly, 3 big barrels of green flew into the air
Not again.
and splattered all over Sir Topham's hat, and Edward, and Hero.
My trousers.
Oh, no.
Sir Topham's hat was covered in cream. He was very cross indeed.
Hero, you have caused confusion and delay and terrible trouble to my trousers.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Diesel tried to sneak away, but Thomas pulled up behind him.
Diesel, where are you going? Hero, why was Diesel pushing you in your troublesome trucks?
Diesel, was it you? Why, you're the one beefing and pushing me.
And he spilled your milk this morning, Hero.
Diesel.
Sorry. I am very disappointed in you, Diesel. You must learn the proper way to look after troublesome trucks.
But, sir, yes, sir.
And the best engine to learn from is Hero.
Yes, sir.
Hero was very proud.
He found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said Sir Topham, you want to show Salty a thing or two, and you've certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to ignore go slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon. He let us say we should. Thomas reached to a stop and reversed slowly. He saw that he had splashed Alicia Bunty and Sir Topham.
Cinders and ashes.
Look what you've done to Miss Botty. She's soaked. Also, Thomas, I hear from the dairy manager that you ruined the flour and strawberries for Miss Botty's grand tea. This is a disaster.
He was very unhappy. So did Sir Topham and Lady Hat.
Thomas, where have you been?
Just then, Sir Topham's brother stepped down from Annie. Sir Topham sighed.
Oh, no, Lone. Have you been up to your old tricks again? Absolutely right, Topham. I've been having a wonderful time with Thomas.
Sir Topham didn't think this was funny at all.
Lone, you have caused confusion and delay. We must hurry. You have caused confusion.
I open new dish, cause even more confusion.
You have caused confusion and delay. Your impatience has caused confusion and delay. You have 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 caused confusion and delay. It has caused confusion and delay. You have 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 caused delay and confusion. You're racing around and caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You are causing confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. No excuses, Flynn. No more delay. You have caused confusion and delay. But find out the whole story before you cause confusion and delay. You two have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. Was it you who caused confusion and delay? You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. We have had any delays. We don't want any more confusion and delay. You certainly did cause confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused considerable confusion and delay. Whoever spread the rumor that told you was going to be scrapped caused a lot of confusion and probably even some delay. You have caused confusion and delay.
One way or another, we're always causing confusion and delay.
Is my watch wrong? Or is this some confusion with the timetable?
No,
there's no confusion, sir.
And there won't be any delays either. I'm trying very hard not to be confusing. We'll deny it. We'll cause confusion and delay.
There was still a lot of confusion and delay for the morning's discussion.
That sounds like a lot of confusion and delay. You're causing confusion and delay. Your tippy has caused confusion and delay. You'll only add to the confusion and delay. You two have certainly caused more confusion and delay than I've seen for many years.
The problem is confusion and delay, and it's all over Sodor.
Sir Topham, you public address system was causing confusion and delay.
Your arguments and racing have caused confusion and delay.
So Topham says you're causing confusion and delay. Confusion without delay.
She'll help ensure there's no confusion or delay. You have caused confusion and delay. Confusion and a great deal of confusion. What do you have to say about the big delay you caused earlier?
And I'm sorry, Thomas and Harold Paxton and Rebecca for causing you such delay.
You were the one responsible for all this confusion and delay.
He found him. The photographer was waiting to take a photograph of Henry. Henry was about to go under a bridge.
If I wish, I push, I could be in Henry's photograph.
Thomas rattled and raced towards the bridge just as Henry was huffing in. Thomas whistled loud and long.
Bless my buffers, Thomas. Stay on.
The photographer was so surprised he dropped his camera.
Oh no, my camera is smashed. The photographs are ruined.
Thomas gasped.
Cinders and ashes.
Then Sir Topham stepped from Henry's cab.
Thomas, what are you doing? I hear Percy's mail cars are derailed. James hit the buffers with his freight cars of flowers. And now the camera is broken.
I'm very sorry, sir. I was racing to be in all the photographs. And now, none of us are in any photographs. And it's all my fault. I have another camera. Glad it's at the docks. There isn't time to pick it up now.
Thomas's funnel fizzed.
Yes, there is, sir. I will whoosh like the wind to bring your camera to you in time.
Thomas puffed proudly into Knapford Station. Everything was ready for the welcome party. Sir Topham was surprised to see Thomas pulling the express.
Thomas, why did you not take Annie and Clarabelle?
Thomas puffed proudly.
Because, sir, I can pull the express.
Gordon groaned. Oh. Then Dowager Hat stepped from the dining car.
Oh, thank you, Thomas.
Suddenly she stopped.
Where are my very important customers?
Everyone stopped. Everyone stared at Thomas.
They're looking at a special site of Sodor.
But why, Thomas? They should be there at my party.
Now Thomas felt very, very silly.
I'm sorry, sir. Ma'am, I wanted to pull the express, so I told Gordon I could. But I can't. I'm not strong enough. I left the very important visitors to make the carriage lighter so that I could pull the express into Knapford Station.
Gordon grunted. Sir Topham frowned. Dowager Hat boomed.
Thomas, do something.
Thomas looked at Gordon. He knew Gordon was strong.
Gordon, you are fastest and best, and you pull the express. Please, will you go and pick up the very important visitors for the party?
Gordon glowed.
Of course. Express coming through.
Later, Sir Topham and Dowager Hat welcomed the very important visitors to their party. Gordon puffed proudly. Thomas steamed sadly. He still felt silly. Suddenly, Sir Topham boomed.
Where are the balloons? We must have balloons for a party.
They're at the dock, sir. I'll puff to get them. I may not be strong, but I'm very, very fast.
At last, Thomas arrived at Whispering Woods Halt. Sir Topham Hatt wasn't happy.
Thomas, you have caused confusion and delay. Mr. Bubbles has lost his nose. Now he will be late. When Ellie arrived to pick up the cakes, they were spoiled. James has bumped the buffers, and the bottles in your freight car have lost their corks. The lemonade is all gone.
Suddenly, the very last cork popped, and knocked Sir Topham Hatt's hat right off his head. Sir Topham Hatt was surprised. Thomas gasped.
Cinders and ashes. The funny popping sound that made me laugh must have been the corks. This is all my fault, sir.
Thomas felt terrible. Now the children couldn't have their picnic.
I can put this right, sir.
Thomas pumped his pistons and shoved quickly away. Diesel arrived at the school. He saw children standing outside.
Rapping rods, they are sure to clap and cheer me now.
But the children didn't clap and they didn't cheer. The children were wet and they were worried.
Trembling traps. The children don't want to see pretty pink piglets. They want a new roof for their school.
Then there was trouble. Sir Topham Hatt arrived on Thomas. He was cross.
Diesel, what are you doing with James's piglets? And where is the slate for the school roof?
Diesel felt terrible.
I'm sorry, sir. I have been very silly. I brought the piglets to show the children because I wanted to be clapped and cheered. But now I see that the children don't want pretty pink piglets. They wanted a roof for their school. That's right, Diesel. You must put this right. Now.
Diesel clattered away. He wanted the children to be happy.
You have caused confusion.
This makes up cause confusion and delay.
I hope the new diesel doesn't cause even more confusion.
Cause confusion and delay.
You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. This caused confusion and delay. Your impatience has caused confusion and delay. The storm has caused confusion and delay. You are causing confusion and delay. It has caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. The storm has caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. It has caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. And caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You will cause confusion and delay. You have caused 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 delay and confusion. You're racing around and caused confusion and delay. You are causing confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You are causing confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. No excuses, Flynn. No more delay. Caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You two have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. Your careless work this morning has caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. Was it you who caused confusion and delay? You have caused confusion and delay. 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 You have had any delays. The engines are causing confusion and delay. We don't want any more confusion and delay. You certainly did cause confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. You have caused considerable confusion and delay. You have caused confusion and delay. Caused a lot of confusion and probably even some delay. You have caused confusion and delay.
One way or another, we're always causing confusion and delay.
Is my watch wrong? Or is there some confusion with the timetable?
No, sir.
No, there's no confusion, sir.
And there won't be any delays either. I'm trying very hard not to be confusing. Well, tonight we'll cause confusion and delay.
There's still a lot of confusion and delay. That sounds like a lot of confusion and delay. You're causing confusion and delay. Your tippy has caused confusion and delay. You only add to the confusion and delay. You two have certainly caused more confusion and delay than I've seen for many years.
The problem is confusion and delay, and it's all over Sodor.
Top half of you public addresses was causing confusion and delay. Now I'm causing confusion and delay. Your arguments are basically caused confusion and delay. You're causing confusion and delay.
Top half says you're causing confusion and delay. Confusion without delay.
She'll help ensure there's no confusion or delay. You have caused confusion and delay. Confusion and a great deal of confusion. You're causing confusion and delay. What do you have to say about the big delay you caused earlier?
And I'm sorry, Thomas, any clarify for Rebecca for causing you such delay.
You were the one responsible for all this confusion and delay. Today you caused confusion and delay.
I caused so much confusion and delay.
You have caused a lot of confusion and delay.
This made Thomas cross. Hector had ripped and bashed Bill and Ben. He had shouted at Thomas, and he had frightened Rosie so much that she had puffed away. Now the extra delivery would never be ready. Thomas had had enough. He puffed up bravely in front of Hector and gave him a mighty bit. Hector rolled backwards. He was very cross.
Keep away, he roared.
No, I won't, tooted Thomas crossly. You are causing confusion and delay. You really are horrid. Then, with one mighty biff, Thomas sent Hector rolling backwards into a set of buffers. Hector crashed off the track. Thomas felt very bad. He hadn't meant to knock Hector over.
The steamworks is ours now.
Percy was strong. Thomas was stern.
No, the steamworks is ours.
Diesel 10's claw lightened. He was cross.
We know you want it, but taking it is not right. You tricked me, but we won't trick you. We want to be fair. Then we can help you.
The steamworks was silent. No engine puffed. No engine moved. They waited and watched Diesel 10. Then, Diesel 10 crashed his claw.
How will you help us? Thomas will talk to Sir Topham Hatt. I will tell him you need a new diesel works.
Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. He was cross.
Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing? You, Diesel 10, are an engine on my railway. You will do as I say, when I say it. Do you understand?
Diesel 10 whimpered.
You have caused confusion and delay. The diesel works have been on fire. The steamworks have been bashed and banged. And because of you, none of my engines is being really useful. You will put right everything you damaged.
Percy puffed his biggest puff.
Sir, Diesel 10 is sad because the diesel works is old and dirty. It's oily and noisy, and it doesn't have a crane. But that's why Diesel 10 has been bad. Sir, please may the diesels have a new diesel works.
Of course the diesels will have a new diesel works. These things take time. Everyone must wait their turn. And you will see, Diesel 10. Some things are well worth waiting for.
Thomas and Percy looked at Diesel 10. And Diesel 10 smiled.
I'm sorry, Peter Stan, but you must go to the station for a while. I know he will be glad to see you, as you wish. Peter Stan trundled sadly away. Rusty was very upset to see his friend go. He wonders when the time will come for Peter Stan to come home again.
Meanwhile, James was enjoying himself. What a plan, he chuckled. Then he saw Sir Topham Hatt.
I'm very happy, Mr. Don't make any plans. I'll go to your room. Yes. I'm awfully disappointed in you two. You made poor Percy a middle engine, having me forced onto a different loading ramp, and made me think you went on purpose. That was a very dangerous and spiteful thing to do. I will not tolerate this kind of behavior on my railway. That's the risk. That control immediately stand them both to the railway in disgrace. After that, the fact control and control emotions to go and apologize to Percy. Professor Stevens, Sir Ryan Zachariah, was disappointed in you. You have been so selfish. Professor Stevens, the camera, which is electromagnetic pulse. He used to kill cars, well, you know. He also tried to kill Myron and Queen of the Bomb. Sir Ryan Zachariah, you were the one who started this. Oh, because one tries to go back to using oil, and cause confusion and delay. So Professor Stevens, community service and regain strength by fixing the road with Bessie. I'm managing you. No! Much better. Great!
The wrong sort of coal, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. What nonsense, Thomas. I'll find out what Edward has to say about this later. Sir Topham Hatt was very cross. He gave Thomas another job to do. Yes, sir, said Thomas.
Oh, dear. The Fat Controller was not very happy when he discovered what Thomas had done. Oh,
But it's not my fault, sir. Gordon must have been on the wrong platform, sir. And Emily's coming very fast.
oh, dear, no, Thomas. It wasn't Gordon or Emily who caused this accident. It was you. Perhaps you should spend some time shunting trucks in the construction yard.
The construction yard? What do you mean, sir?
I'm sending you to work on the new branch line, Thomas. Maybe that will help you think about being a little less cheeky.
But, sir, what about my branch line? Branch line? I think that's where I wanted to be.
Ryan, our new tank engine. You're here.
New tank engine? But
Come on, Ryan. Let's get started. Honestly, Thomas, what's got into you?
it's not my fault, sir. Nobody warned us about the danger signs.
No, Thomas, I don't want to hear your excuses.
Sir, what's something else wrong? Down the
Take it to the steamer tonight, please. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work.
You're a liar. You're a liar, a scoundrel. Your father's a liar and a cheat. One of the most corrupt lowlifes in the history of civilization. Am I wrong? I'm never. In this class, in this school, I am God.
You have caused confusion and delay.
Gordon, Henry, and Emily were at the station, and Gordon was waiting for Percy to bring him his coaches. He was still boasting about silly little tank engines, much to Emily's chagrin, but soon he would receive his own comeuppance. Percy arrived with the coaches, and just before Emily could start scolding her former enemy, Gordon, the number 4 engine. Gordon knew the voice and began shaking with petrified fear. He had been found out by Sir Topham Hatt. Emily smirked with satisfaction, and Percy strode away as Sir Topham Hatt stormed to the platform, red as James. You just speak of Emily told me what truly happened here. I thought you would have learned to respect all of us humanly after Thomas rebelled all those years ago, but I was wrong. I was possibly disgusted by you. How dare you get Thomas to wait for your actions? Despite his fear, Gordon tried to talk his way out. Sir Thomas, no, the express. Not another word. You, Gordon, broken your word and made one of my engines suffer yet again, just like James did with Percy and the scrap monster. I will keep my word from it. Emily was still suffering for deceiving me and Thomas again. You will stay at the smelters, watching scrap being melted down until it's fitting for tonight's express. Should you attempt to leave the smelters before I come for you, I will lock you in the shed for the rest of the month. Am I understood? His voice seemed to shake the whole station. Gordon felt as though the water in his boiler turned twice. He barely whispered, "Yes, sir."
No one said, but poor Gordon felt very undignified. What will the Fat Controller say? He groaned. He found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, the Fat Controller said, you wanted to show Shorty a thing or two, and you've certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to ignore those slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon, and he let out a sad wheeze of steam.
Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Listen, sir. It's like, listen to me.
No, guys, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone
No,
else...
sir. We will not let him go back to his shed.
How dare you talk back to me like that?
You know, sir, you just must. You're never one trained because you never look at full pictures and mix up with writers.
Wait, Thomas. Well, please don't. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work.
That's it. She's going down.
Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work.
Don't you dare.
I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. Oh, not again.
Sir, if Ryan is here, can't I go back to my branch line again?
No, Thomas, you can't. Percy is looking after your branch line, and you still have work to do here. You need to collect some more ballast for a start.
It's on the planet.
Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. You really got to work with this. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. I'm very cross that you did this. I'm going to stay cross until you're sorry. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work. Thomas, the tank engine. What are you playing at now? I thought you were going to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
Go, Thomas, I'm quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work.
I'll get him. All right, come with us.
What are you doing? Take your hands off of me. You can't arrest me. I hope you're happy, Sullivan. You've destroyed this company. Monsters Incorporated is dead. Where will everyone get their scream now? The energy crisis will only get worse because of you.
Selling shares just before the first bombing and buying just after.
Right then, you're coming with me.
Thomas, your video was the key to saving the railways. Your brave actions also ridded us of that lazy diesel.
I'll get him. All right, come with us.
What are you doing? Take your hands off of me. You can't arrest me. I hope you're happy, Sullivan. You destroyed this company. Monsters Incorporated is dead. Where will everyone get their scream now? The energy crisis will only get worse because of you.
Alejandro, walk to Sir Topham's car.
I'm going to steal Sir Topham's car.
Hey, Alejandro, what do you think you're doing with my car? Stop.
But Alejandro did not hear Sir Topham. She took off. Sir Topham knew what he had to do.
That's it. I'm calling the police.
Boom, Sir Topham. Then Alejandro heard some sirens. Alejandro spoke as fast as she could. If Sir Topham's car over here, said the 2024 Ford police inspector. We found Sir Topham's car, Officer Ricky said. Boom tapped the police car and he fell. The officer was chasing her. Then Alejandro stopped. Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! And get on the ground! Get the box! Alejandro got out of Sir Topham's car and got on the ground. Soon, Alejandro from 2032 arrived with Sir Topham's and the Beautiful 337.
Alejandro, stealing my car, you have caused confusion and delay.
Stole Sir Topham's. Boom, Alejandro from 2032. For stealing Sir Topham's car, you are under arrest. Put your hands behind your back now. Slowly, Officer Rookie. So, Officer Rookie and Officer Panda put her on handcuffs. Alejandro, walk to Mr. Percival's 2007 Ford Explorer 8-hour.
I'm going to steal Mr. Percival's 2007 Ford Explorer 8-hour.
Hey, Alejandro, what do you think you're doing with my SUV? Stop. But Alejandro did not hear Mr. Percival. She took off. Mr. Percival knew what he had to do. That is it. I'm calling the police. Boom, Mr. Percival. Then Alejandro heard some sirens. Alejandro stood up as fast as she could. Mr. Percival was with Alejandro from 2032. There she is, Alejandro from 2032. Alejandro is stealing my SUV.
Let's call the police.
Alejandro from 2032 accelerated. With Mr. Percival's SUV, Alejandro was stealing. We found Mr. Percival's SUV. Officer Percival and police car accelerated. Alejandro from 2032 accelerated. Alejandro stopped. Get in the car! Get in the car! Get your hands up! Get your hands now! Get the box! Alejandro got out of Mr. Percival's SUV. She put her hands up and she got on the ground. Soon, Alejandro from 2032 arrived with Mr. Percival and 2005 Ford Explorer. Alejandro, Mr. Percival and Ford Explorer. Slowly, Mr. Percival. For stealing Mr. Percival's SUV like you did to Sir Topham's car, you are under arrest. Put your hands behind your back now. Slowly, Officer Rookie. So, Officer Rookie and Officer Panda put her on handcuffs.
Thomas, please, listen to me. Emily gave me a good scolding. She told me what really happened and why. Thomas was surprised.
What did she tell you?
Sir Topham began to tear up. She told me that Gordon teased you into upsetting the coaches, that you were only trying to blame him and her because you were scared. I can understand that now. She told me that you really did find the ship, for which I'm now proud of you, and that Donald and Douglas told her you were saving Ryan from certain destruction by pushing him away from the dynamite while you shotted it into the cavern. I'm so sorry for not listening to you and being so unfair. I do want you had. Thomas, you drink. I was just upset with all the delays that had occurred during those accidents, and I wanted to help you get over your cheeky behavior. I didn't mean to make you think I wanted Ryan as my number one. That is not true at all. You are Sir's number one and always will be, no matter how close I get with you. I brought Ryan to run the Harwick branch line, but he came too early, so I thought letting him run your branch line would help him learn until you came home again from construction. Thomas was astonished.
So you mean, sir, when the new line opens, I will come back to the main line if you will give me my branch line back.
Sir Topham smiled. Yes, you will come home upon completion of the new line, and of course I'll give you your branch line back. These things take time, and every must wait their turn. Meanwhile, though, I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm eternally sorry. Please calm down.
The next morning, Sailor John was picked up by the police.
What have we done here?
But I'm innocent, I tell you!
So the judge.
He was placed under arrest.
You got the wrong pirate.
And Thomas was rescued by Rocky.
I am so sorry, sir. It's all my fault. I know it is.
Thomas, there's nothing to be sorry about. I'm proud of you. Ryan told me everything, and I know you did your best to stop that pirate getting away.
But
I wasn't quick enough to save the treasure, sir.
Please don't worry about the treasure, Thomas. My engines are much more important to me than any treasure. And you, Thomas, are my number one.
What do you guess, Hans? Nope.
Yes, he's right asleep. Yes, he is. Well, I think Jeff must be asleep.
Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff?
He's your host, Anthony Wiggle. Hello everyone, King Helicopter. Welcome to Where's Jeff, the quiz show where we find Jeff. Here comes our first contestant, our only contestant. He wears your Greg Wiggle. Hey Anthony, hi everyone. Hi Greg. Greg, before we start, you love to sing? I do. What do you like to sing about? I like to sing about hot potatoes and of course fruit salad. All right, well, Greg, we're going to start right now. It's time to play Where's Jeff. Okay, here comes the quiz microphone. Greg, if you'd like to start us off, let's play Where's Jeff.
Oh, well, I'm entitled to know where to start, Anthony. Is Jeff inside or outside?
He is outside.
Is he alone?
He's not with other people.
But he's not alone?
Not really.
Okay. Is he with animals?
Yes. What sort of animals is he with?
I'm guessing sleepy animals. Is Jeff with koalas?
Greg, you're right. Koalas. He's asleep now. We better wake him up. Are you ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Jeff.
Yeah, I was dreaming of being a koala, but now I'm going to get back to network Wiggles.
Well, everybody, thanks for playing. Wake up, Jeff. Slug time. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Where's Jeff?
He's your host, Anthony Wiggle. Hello everyone, welcome to Where's Jeff, the quiz show where we find Jeff. Our first contestant is Greg Wiggle. Hi, Wiggle. All right, Anthony, let's go. Let's go. Everybody, Jeff. Everybody, quiz on. He's going to check out. So, okay, Jeff. Let's go. Anthony, is Jeff inside or outside? Well, he's outside. Is he in the middle of the city? Oh, no, he's outside. He is. And he was doing something really useful. Well, he was doing something. He was doing sports. Not sports, exactly. He was doing outside. Yes. Was he doing water? Yes, in water. Was he fishing? Let's get it. Let's find Jeff. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Jeff. Well, that's all right. We'll see you next time. Bye. Well, not exactly. Oh, you're not going to go. All right. Think big, think bouncy, think colourful. Big, bouncy, colourful. Why do you know? Yes, that's good. Close. Think birthdays. Big, round, colourful birthdays. Oh, just one idea. He's falling asleep. He's falling asleep. That's all. This is the birthday. You're asleep. He's falling asleep. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Jeff. Everybody, see you again. Bye. He's in a beautiful place on the things are. Flowers and trees, beautiful steps and ways. That's all right, beautiful things to be made. Beautiful water. Beautiful music. No. Beautiful food. Oh, getting cold, Gary. Beautiful food. Let's see, you can look at beautiful things. Water, water. Oh, the Gary. Just want to see the picture. Where's the Gary? Where's the picture? Oh, it's sculpture. That's right, you got it. This is the Gary. 1, 2, 3. Why not Gary? Really? I'm a Gary. I'm forcing. What do you do? That's right. Let's see. All right. This is Pringle. Oh, it's Pringle. Come to this. So we need to please welcome to this. It's Pringle. All right. I think what's this thing that we do? It's lots of fun. We're going to play it. Play this. And we're just going to play it. Right. It's outside. When he's outside. I see the sun shine. Nice. Oh, nice. Is he on a tree? Not on a tree. Is he on a rock? He's on a rock. Where? We'll get to the picture. Let's get the picture. 1, 2, 3. Why not Gary? Hello, friends, and welcome to Manchester. We enjoy the world. We get to look legit. Right now, we're going to test this. We're going to play. We're going to play. I think I'm right. Of course, all of these are just one of them. Let's play Manchester. We're going to play Manchester. Which is right. Let's start with the question. Is he outside or inside? Good question. Right. I like it. He's outside. Now, he's such a full asleep that he wants to sleep on the ground. Oh, no, he's on the ground. He's on the ground, so he must be in the air. Yes, right. That's fantastic. That's easy. So he must be on an airplane. Oh, no, he's on an airplane. He's on an airplane. So he's flying somewhere. Is he on a parachute? Oh, it's kind of like a parachute, right? Well, it's not like a parachute. Parachute or a paraglide. Oh, it's a paraglide. But it's always be asleep. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Why not, Jen? Yes, Jeffrey, calm down. That's where Jeffrey is. All right. Please look at this. Please look at this. It's anything.